Video.
That's great.
And I can see all the people back here that are farther away from me, but if I get up on you guys, see, it just whites the screen out. See, if I go up, see, and then it'll adjust, and then you can make out who it is. Now there's a lot of times that we're out here with two cameras, and if you guys look and see all those little red lights on in that camera, that's the IR, that's the infrared. And then the camera's picking up whatever that infrared light is shining on. The infrared light has to have something to bounce back. Well, a lot of times you'll see these streaks go out in front of the camera. And what's important to know is a lot of people go, oh my gosh, a ghost just walked by. No, you can get a flash off of the front of these stones if they're shiny. It's the IR light bouncing off of the stone. Or the other night, Larry was shooting video with this, and Rob was shooting video with my mini DV with his light on, and then Larry handed this to me, and I saw two white streaks go by like this, and it was Rob's IR light hitting my camera and bouncing back. So when you're reviewing this stuff after an investigation and you're looking at it and you're, my God, there's something there. It's probably just light play. And the thing is you've got to rule out everything before you can put it out there and say, no, this is evidence. When in doubt, you have to throw it out. I mean, if there's any doubt in your mind that it's anything but a spirit, then you have to get rid of it because it's not worth keeping. If another ghost hunter or investigator can say, yeah, but maybe it's this, then they might be right. You've got to discard that evidence. So we're doing our stuff. Did you just get a hit?
On the yeah.
It's a shooting video. Why don't you hold that for me? And wherever you point that camera, it's going to shoot video. Okay. A lot of times when we're all done and we're getting ready to pack it in for the night, I'll stand here and I'll say, I would really like you to come up and let me take your picture. And I'll say, I'm in front of this big stone here, and I would really like you to come up and stand beside the stone. And when I count to 4, I'm going to snap the picture. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then it's always important to say, could you maybe stand for another one? At the count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then it's always important to say, thank you. Thanks for coming up and having your picture taken. Okay? I'm going to take a picture of all you guys now. Sometimes, hear my camera going off, but there's no flash. Hear that? And I don't know why that happens, because I've got it set to flash.
Mine's was set too.
So, you know, a lot of times we'll be in here taking pictures and stuff, and every once in a while you might catch something in there, and then every once in a while you might not. So, the biggest thing that I can tell you guys is if you ever start to do this on your own, the number one thing you never want to do is go alone. The minimum amount of people that we'll investigate with is 3. My brother and I have went out by ourselves before, but you definitely never want to go alone because you never know what you're going to run into in these cemeteries or in a house. And it might not even be paranormal. It might just be somebody hiding in this graveyard that wants to hurt you. So it's always better to work in groups, and there's safety in numbers. But you don't want to have 30 people in here because we can't actually do an effective EVP session because, you know, inevitably somebody's going to cough, they're going to move, they're going to talk, they're going to do something to taint your evidence, and then you have to throw the whole session away. But you know, I really enjoy doing this. I work a full-time job, and then this is kind of a second full-time job. But does anybody have any questions at this point?
When you capture evidence and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
If you get it on a digital camera, do you see it right away, or do you have to like?
Yep, you see it right away. If it's a picture, if it's a camera, I mean, a lot of times I'll go and put it on the computer and focus in on it, you know, in and out, or to magnify it. But that's the only thing I ever do to my pictures. I might put a little backlight in them and magnify them or crop them in or out, but that's all I do. I don't try to put something in there that's not there. You know, you just don't do that. That's not cool.
Just your basic features.
Yep, yep. Backlighting and cropping is about all you should ever do. Anybody else? Okay. We are going to try to do another ghost hunt maybe before winter time. I don't know if it's going to happen or not, because we owe the winner of the battery contest a personal ghost hunt. So if there's no questions, I'm going to ask you guys to start heading back towards the hay rack, or if you drove, make your way back to your cars, and then we'll wrap everything up at the park once we get everybody back. And I'm going to actually break off and grab the other groups and kind of scoot them that way too. Okay. You get to shoot some footage of me? This is a neat little camera.
Yeah.
I'm catching everybody right now.
Are you going to be posting this stuff on Facebook?
I will post this stuff on Facebook as soon as I possibly can.